If one corner of the UK has become the focus of the Brexit negotiations, it's this place. Northern Ireland. It was plagued by a 30-year conflict known as the Troubles. Some fear Brexit might provoke a return to violence not seen since a peace deal in 1998. It's become one of the major sticking points in the Brexit negotiations. We headed to Derry, also known as Londonderry, a city just a few miles from the border, on the would-be front lines of any post-Brexit tension.
Hey, this town's come on so much in the last 30 years.
Near the city's peace bridge that was paid for with EU money, we met up with Gavin Morrison, a local health worker.
Nobody wants to go back to violence. I think it would take an awful lot to bring us back to violence, but at the end of the day, you can never say never.
And this area, 80% of people voted to remain, as did most of Northern Ireland, and yet you're still being dragged out of Europe by the rest of the UK. I mean, how does that feel?
Well, it just feels that you're getting your democratic right has been taken away from you, because at the end of the day, we voted to remain in Europe, and they're deciding to take us out against our will. I'm after what's right for my family, and I feel it's right for my family to stay in Europe.
But like we've seen elsewhere in the UK, not everyone here in Northern Ireland agrees.
I voted leave because of the cheap foreign labour that is flooding into this country, diminishing pay and conditions for the workforce.
The county of North Antrim had the highest percentage leave vote in Northern Ireland. We met up with David Henry, a dock worker in the coastal town of Ballycastle. Westminster's in chaos. We've had dire economic warnings about the future of Brexit. Has that changed your mind at all about voting leave?
No, not one bit. Westminster has lost touch with the people. They have lost touch with democracy. We voted leave overwhelmingly to get out of Europe, and we want out.
What do you say to people who want a second referendum or even want to overturn Brexit?
Well, how many times are we going to vote? Is it going to be the best of three? Have you lost sight of democracy? The country voted to leave for good reason.
And that's the bottom line for you?
That's it. It's so simple.
Simple. That's what Brexit was meant to be. A simple democratic vote. In or out of Europe. Right now, it looks like anything but. We've arrived on the weather-beaten coast of Northern Ireland, which brings us to the end of our road trip. We've travelled more than 1,200 miles across 4 nations, and speaking to people up and down this country, it's clear Britain is stubbornly divided, even as we enter the Brexit endgame. Despite the political turmoil and economic warnings, many people passionately still want to leave the EU. For others, Brexit means nothing short of crashing over a cliff edge.